Hey everybody, it's Kevin with Adams Home Inspections. Today we're going to show you how a simple maintenance task for your condensing unit on your air conditioner. You can see we're out here with a fairly new unit. I didn't check the year on it yet, but we'll look into that before the day's done. But I'm going to show you how to maintenance this to give you the best optimum performance out of your unit. During the summertime, removing heat from the house is very important, and air conditioners work harder than heaters. Heaters actually don't have to work as hard as an air conditioner. So in this case, we're going to show you how to make this thing work as efficiently as possible and give you the best chance of having the lowest utility bills you can have related to your air conditioner. So inside, we've already turned the thermostat to the off position. We want to reset that thermostat when everything gets back in order, and we want to make sure nobody accidentally tries to turn it on while we're out here working on it. So the thermostat is off inside. The second step we're going to do is we're going to remove the service disconnect, which is under this little cover. You can see here. All you have to do is pull this directly out, and those contact points now have broken the contact, so this thing cannot come on at this point. I want to set that on top. Go ahead and close this just so it's protected from any splashing water. Also, as you can see around this unit, there's a couple issues. We've got a lot of leaves build up around it. We've even got some weeds growing in the front of it. We're going to go ahead and pull those out of there and get them out of the way, and we'll come back with the homeowner later and do some spraying and maybe try to kill these weeds that are directly next to the air conditioner. So I'm going to take the rake here. We just easily, real quick, simple thing, clean all this stuff out. You want to get as much debris away from the unit as you can. Water travels out of the unit, and it has to have a clear path to get out. If you have debris in the way, it's going to prevent the unit from draining as well, and we want to get all that out of there. So we'll come back and finish that later on, but that's the gist of that. We're going to get all that out of there. Next step, as you can see on the top of this unit, we've got a fan assembly here. There are 4 screws that hold this fan assembly in place. Now, word of caution, there is a wiring harness that travels from the fan back into the brains of the unit. We don't want to flex that too much, so I'm going to take these screws out and we're going to lean this up against the house. So, start by removing these 4 screws. Okay, screws are out. Carefully, when you lift the fan out, you want to make sure you don't bind the blades up and bend them. They need to be straight, well taken care of. Okay, you can see the wiring harness is kind of binding just a little bit, so I may have to set this thing down, possibly. Get the fan to cooperate with us. There we go. I'm going to balance this on the fan blade. Be very careful not to put too much tension on it. Okay, now as you can see down inside, there's a lot of debris in here. Same problem. If all this stays in here, it's going to slow down the ability of this thing to drain itself. Even if it's raining, water is going to collect in here, and this debris is going to prevent it from coming out. And you can see there's little weep holes right here. All along here, that's to allow water out all the way around. So we're gonna get all this debris out. Okay, so we've come in here and got most of the debris out from the inside. You can see the leaves are mostly gone. We're gonna hose this thing out and try to flush the bottom out, and then we're gonna work on cleaning the fins. Now these fins are essential for your air conditioner to work properly. This is the location where the gas in the system dissipates the heat that it picks up inside. These fins have to be clean, straight, and allow plenty of airflow to get rid of the heat. The more dirty and stopped up these are, the harder your compressor is going to work to try to get rid of that heat. So what we want to do is give ourselves the best opportunity by getting as much dirt out of here as we can. Now, when I get ready to spray the fins, we're going to be extremely careful that we don't touch them, because we don't want to bend them. If they're bent, they won't dissipate the heat as well. We're also going to try to spray straight through, as straight as we can, following the line of the fins. And then we're going to flush it as much as we can. and put her back together. All right, here we go. Now you want to be real careful when you're doing this, not to spray any water into this control area here. This is electrical. It is an outside item, so it is designed to be outside, but you want to make sure you don't just blatantly spray up inside there. The main goal here is to get as much dirt out of the bottom of this unit as we can, so that when it is running and it is raining, that the water can flush out of it and not collect water inside here. It'll take us a few tries to get all this water out, all this dirt out, excuse me. Now I'm gonna spray these fins, and I'm gonna go up and down, and I'm doing it from the inside out because I wanna push whatever dirt is collected on those fins back out. I don't wanna push them into the fins, I wanna push them out of the fins. As you can see, water's probably coming through the other side, and if you could see it very carefully, you'd notice there was a lot of dirt collecting, especially on the inside. When I flush it, some of the dirt shows up in here. But we're just trying to get every bit of this thing we can without touching it and staying as perpendicular to it as we can. We just want to flush all the debris out of there we possibly can. We may have to put a drain in this one, and this edging. That, folks, that process will keep your unit running for a lot longer. It'll work a lot less hard to cool the house, and it's going to get you a lot more years out of this unit. This is a 5-year-old unit. They're typically going to last up to 15 years, maybe longer. But the less it has to work, the better it is for the life of the system. We're going to finish this up. We'll catch you guys on the next video. It's Kevin with Adams Home Inspection. Thanks for watching.